everyone, it's me, Never Is Near, and today I'd like to talk about taking my channel into a different direction. I know recently I have pretty much stopped streaming, and I think I've decided that that just isn't for me. I still want to make gaming related content, I still want to make videos, but I think the kind of videos I'm going to make are going to be story time. I would like to tell my story of being a young girl growing up in the foster care system. I went into foster care when I was only in the 5th grade. My mom died when I was 17, so she never really was in my life. I definitely do miss my mom. I loved her very, very much. She was never the best mom, but seeing who her parents were and who my dad's parents were, I definitely ended up cutting them some slack towards the end. Losing my mom took a lot out of me, and I feel like losing her definitely sucked. I've always said that I could use my mom to get over my dad, but I could never use my dad to get over my mom, which my dad is still alive. I just don't really talk to him anymore for reasons that I'll probably talk about in a video. But I feel like growing up, or like when I was younger, I really wanted to have lunch dates with my mom. I wanted to fix what was broken, and I really thought that I'd get the chance to. And after she had died, I realized that I'm never going to get the chance to, not now. I definitely still love her. There's obviously like a little bit of things that still go in my head when it comes to my mom, but I feel like in the end she really did try, and that has to count for something, because now there is no fixing anything. My mom may not have been the best person, but that's okay. When we got taken away in the 5th grade, my parents had every solution, every ability to get us back. The state helped them with everything, and they refused to take the help. They decided that being parents just wasn't what they wanted, and they would rather, not be parents. My mom really liked her prescription pills. My dad really likes his electronics and prescription pills. My mom was always asleep during the day, and my dad would be awake, but he would always be on his little mini iPad. So technically, I really didn't grow up with parents. I feel like after my mom lost her mom and my dad lost his dad, that's kind of where the depression for them came from. I think that that's where they fell apart as people, and they didn't really know how to bring themselves back, because they were both emotionally and mentally just not fit to raise kids or help themselves through that kind of situation. My mom was in therapy, but I don't think her therapist really helped her for any of the right reasons. I think that he just seen her as money, like most therapists, and just decided that, she was just going to be, as long as she had problems, then he had revenue from her. And my parents never had jobs. The entire time that I had known any of my parents, they've never worked. So growing up in that kind of environment, my parents never had food on the table. They were lazy people. The house was always a mess. We were always going to school with greasy hair, smelly clothes. We were just a product of our environment, getting bullied all the time. It definitely was not our fault for what we were going through. There's a lot of things that I did go through, and I really want to talk about it. I want to talk about it for the fact of that I lived it and I got over it. Or not really like get over it, but I got better. I got a lot better. And I guess I just want to talk about it, and so that way if anyone's going through the things that I went through or anything similar, they know that it does get better, because it does. I'm the product of that. If it didn't get better, I would not be here today. I've attempted my life enough times to know that it does get better. And so I guess I just wanted to share my story, and that's what I want this account to turn into. I feel like I've lived a really crazy and extraordinary life, and I would like to share it. So yeah, if you're interested in my story times, I plan to post a new story every day. I have stories from the past 16 years. They're all juicy. They're all good. I always remember the trauma. I only remember very little good things, but most of it is trauma that I remember. So I hope that you guys stick around, and I hope that you guys stay for it, and you guys want to listen to it. That would be really awesome. Even if it's just something that you've never been through, you could just stay and listen. Stick around. Who knows? You might find the stories interesting. But other than that, I just wanted to say that I wanted to change this channel into a story time, and I just want to put my experiences out there, because I feel like it could really maybe help someone, or it could really be entertaining maybe. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.